Hello, I believe I am live. My name is Jamie J, and I'm the Managing Director and founder of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants. I'm the co-founder and Managing Director for Bottleneck Medical Virtual Assistants, and I'll tell you more about that if you are a podiatrist or physician looking for virtual medical scribes in order to cut down on the amount of time you're charting or your progress notes. How would it be if you left the exam room and all of your charting was done and your EHR was updated? Reach out to us. We'd love to help you out with that. But for today, we have a pretty cool topic we're going to be discussing, and this is something that's maybe not as popular or top of mind, but I think it's a really good topic to discuss today, and it's how do VAs expect to be led, or what are some good ways in leading virtual assistants? And so I want to talk about that for a little bit. And let me do a little bit of sharing here while I'm getting this up and running. Just bear with me. I want to make sure that everything looks like it's coming out okay here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay. So what kind of leadership do virtual assistants look for? That's the good old topic of discussion today. So one of the things that I think a lot of people find challenging in working with remote-based workers or virtual assistants, actually human capital, it kind of doesn't, it sounds a little demeaning when I say it like that, but it definitely is not. My biggest challenge or one of the biggest challenges I hear from prospects or clients or from other people is, if it's remote, how in the heck do I work with them? How do I lead them? I can't see them physically. So Lord Almighty, it's going to be so tough to work with them. If you are solid with systems, processes, workflows, there's going to be absolutely no change. One of the things I really like about leading remote access-based staff team members is the fact that it forces me to write out my systems and write out my processes and take really pay close attention to how certain things are done. As you know, one of my favorite mantras is do something as if it's the last time I'm ever going to do it. Thank you, Scott Beebe, for sharing that and instilling that into my brain. But it really is true. And I feel that while I'm working with a remote team, I'm not sitting right across the desk from somebody else saying, and they ask me, oh, how do you do that? And I say, oh, just click. Okay, thanks. Well, no, it shouldn't be like that. You need to have that documented. Remember, document, document, document. I think VAs appreciate a leader that communicates effectively with them. And we don't have to figure out what's going on in our heads, right? We have a system for that. Here's another thing. I created a lot of the workflows initially. I did it for everything. I would write down, I practice what I preach. I'd write down every single step. This past weekend, we were driving from Tulsa to Springfield. And while on that drive, I think it's 3.5 or 4 hours, something like that, Sarah, my fiance, who's also our onboarding specialist, she had the laptop open and she was asking me questions, and we processed or systemized our entire process through the onboarding, just because we like to revisit this. And keep in mind, workflows, systems, processes, these are all living, breathing documents, meaning companies grow, priorities change, things need to change along with that, and so do systems and processes. But to get back to that question, what do VAs look for in a good leader? They look for somebody that communicates effectively, somebody that documents the processes. There's absolutely zero doubt in step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Screenshot. A lot of people can, what I like to do is do a video and do a screen capture. And if I'm saying, okay, this is how you are going to post to social media. So what I do is I go here and I log in. And then I go here and I click here and I type out this. What I want to do beforehand is maybe do some research around a certain topic. So what I do is I'll Google this, and then I don't look at the main results. I look down at the related search results at the bottom, and I click on that because it's a little bit more fine-tuned. And then, so I give them these little tips, right? And this is how they learn how to do that. And then I ask them to write down in written form that workflow. So that way we can have it documented in writing and in video. And then if they say step 1 is to log in, they'll take a screenshot of what that login screen looks like. Step 2 is this, and they'll take a screenshot and they'll keep it there, right? They show you exactly where to click. Now, yes, this is time consuming, but I promise you it's so worthwhile because, worthwhile, not worthwhile, because they know exactly what's expected of them. This also does another really cool thing. It alleviates any form of micromanagement, not any form, but a lot of micromanagement, because you're kind of giving them their responsibilities, their tasks with these things. They know what you expect of them, and you know that they're going to be able to perform it because you've written it out. Here's the bonus part of that. You don't have to worry about that getting done. And what I also like to do is I like to have the staff members create their own job roles. What do they think they're supposed to be doing? What are their responsibilities? You know, when do they come in for their shift? Let them control this to help empower them. And it also forms a better family. It helps me understand what they think their job role is. And if there needs to be some tweaking, obviously, well, let's tweak it around a little bit and let's focus. But it also helps alleviate overlap from one role to another. But it also helps our other team members know who's responsible for what. So it improves communication across the board. So again, going back to, before we wrap up here, what does a VA look for in good leadership? I think it really, really comes down to empowering them, being on the same level, not talking down to them, creating solid systems and workflows. And here's the coolest thing about that. Chances are, because they live in a certain area where they're living day to day on this workflow and these processes and systems, I am not, they're probably going to have some ideas and ideas on how to improve that process or that system. By all means, improve away, make it better. I just want to get started on it. And I think that's an important aspect of the leader too. Get involved in everything. Working in your business, not on your business, is very important, especially in the beginning. Don't worry about working on your business yet. That'll get down the road. You have to create your systems and processes first. I cannot emphasize that enough. So hopefully this has helped you out. My name is Jamie J with Bottleneck Virtual Assistants. And I don't know if I got any questions or anything here because I am not looking at the live feed on Facebook. There is a little bit of a delay, but if you do have any questions, please feel free to comment. Or you can reach out to info@bottleneck.online. Love to answer any questions that you have there. And overall, it does look like they've got a like from Judlin and Josette. Thank you for liking this. I see that there's a few people watching. So again, any questions you have, please feel free. You can learn more by going to bottleneck.online. We've got an unbelievable blog. Thank you so much to Karen, Christine, our social media manager, Roanne. She's knocking it out of the park with her analytics and doing a lot of work for Bottleneck Medical Virtual Services. And my personal assistant, Raina, thank you so much for constantly reminding me that I've got to go on Facebook Live and just helping there and being supportive. So thank you to the entire team at Bottleneck. We look forward to talking with you soon. If you have any questions, please go to info@bottleneck.online. Be happy to help out there. And if you're in the medical industry, you can go to bottleneckmedical.com. We've recently launched that and they're having a lot of fun ramping that up. So again, oh my gosh, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Josette. Thank you for tuning in. If there's anything else that I can do, please reach out. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we will talk to you all again very, very, very soon.